Cycling eyewear, in my opinion, is a vital piece of kit for riding. Not only do they help protect your eyes from UV rays, they also give you clearer vision, as you don't have to squint looking into the sun. Or in the case for some people out there, when it's windy, raining, or there's some dust or bugs or a little bit of road debris coming up into your face. However, they do need looking after. Now, a really simple way of cleaning your sunglasses in a hurry is with clean hands to run the glasses underneath some warm water to remove any initial dirt or grime. Then apply a couple of drops of washing up liquid between your fingers and just rub them in a circular motion on both sides of the lenses. And then also work that washing up liquid or dish soap around the nose pads and the arms and any rubber grippers too. Once you've done this, you're going to want to rinse thoroughly with warm water. And if you live in a place with hard water, so lots of calcium and magnesium, use distilled water for this process to prevent any streaking. Now, for a fully thorough clean, if you have lenses that can easily be removed or designed to be removed, you're going to want to take those out. Now, it's amazing how much salt from sweat can gather inside of the lens and the frame, as well as also around the nose pad or rubber ear grippers. And also the oils from your sweat can actually damage these bits, so you are going to want to take particularly good care of them. So once you've done all of that, you're going to want to shake or tap the water from the glasses. And in an ideal world, if you have an air duster, then blast the water droplets off with that. Or you could even use a hairdryer on the cool setting to remove the water. Now, a tip here, if you have the lenses removed from the frame, is to hold the lens by the edges so you don't actually get any smears or smudges on them from your fingers. Now, what you don't want to be using for drying your lenses is paper towels or 100% cotton. The reason being, these paper towels can actually contain tiny little bits of wood, believe it or not, and in turn they can actually scratch up the lenses. And the same can happen with cotton, as little bits of particle can get trapped in amongst them, and when you're polishing up those lenses, they can get scratched. And that's not what we want to happen, is it? Instead, get yourself a microfibre cloth or a cloth from an opticians, although they eventually do give up, and use those instead because they are designed for the job. Fogging up sunglasses. That's a problem which I've encountered with every single pair of sunglasses out there whilst riding along. Now, many lenses do in fact come with an anti-fog coating on the inside, which does help a little bit, but once you get that humid weather, they do tend to steam up, particularly when briefly stopping roadside. So here's a few great cheeky little hacks for you to try and stop yours from fogging up. First up, shaving foam. What you're going to need to do here is spray a small amount just on the inside of the lens, and then with a microfibre cloth, simply buff it away until it disappears. And hopefully you're going to be fog free. Next up is a product which I hope every household out there has. Some of this, dish soap, washing up liquid, whatever you want to call it. What you're going to need to do with this is add a couple of drops to the inside of the lens, and get this, you're also going to add a couple of drops to the outside of the lens too. So for the inside, you're going to put it on and buff it on with your microfibre cloth again, and then the same goes for the outside of the lens. So the outside purpose is to actually try and repel any raindrops or bits of grease, that kind of thing, to stop them from sticking onto the lens. And the inside, it's going to stop it fogging up. Now, the next one is something which personally I've never tried myself. Saliva. That's right. Essentially, you're going to dribble onto the lens and then buff it in with the microfibre cloth. I'm not going to dribble onto this lens on camera. In fact, I'm not going to do it at all. But you could try it at home in the privacy of closed doors where no one else can see you. Give it a go and let me know what happens in the comments. The final hack for the anti-fog is to grab yourself a bar of soap. I do hope that most households out there have one, and then simply rub away on the inside of the lens so you have some streaks of the soap on the inside there. And then again with your cloth, just rub it away and buff that until it disappears. And hopefully that's going to leave you mist free. Now you'll notice that most of these, other than the saliva, are kind of soap based. So obviously there's a chemical reaction there, or lack of reaction really, to prevent that misting happening. So you could try also some other soap based products. But again, don't do it on your favourite pair of sunglasses out there that you can't afford to risk damaging, because I can't be held responsible for anything that does happen. Now, other than those absolutely brilliant hacks, I must say, there are specific products for the job too. So you've got anti-fog treatment as well as hydrophobic treatment. So the hydrophobic treatment, well, that goes on the outside of the lens. And basically the idea of it is to get rainwater to not stick and obscure your vision. And then of course the anti-fog does what it says on the tin, or bottle in this case, stops the inside of your lens fogging up. The moment you scratch your sunglasses, quite honestly, it's heart-sinking, and there's nothing worse than that first scratch you get on a lens. Now, the next method I can't vouch for, and neither can myself or GCN Tech be held responsible for any damage being incurred. I have heard that if you use toothpaste on a scratch and gently rub that in with a cloth, it can in fact remove some scratches. Now, I have been told that the toothpaste you need is quite a basic one. So a non-gel one, a non-whitening, a non-abrasive, basically the most basic one you could find. Have I said basic enough times? Anyway, let's see how it goes, because whilst I was looking around in the bottom of Ollie's bag for his dinner money, I found a scratched up old lens. So let's have a look and see if it actually works or not. Well, it's not really done anything, to be honest, so I think I'm just going to go and put this back in Ollie's bag, and well, he won't notice anything other than his eyelids will smell ever so minty. So there we are, a pair of sunglasses that are not only sparkling clean, but also no chance of fogging up. Now you may wonder where on earth I dreamt up these ideas. Well, believe it or not, when you're away racing and in between races, you've got a lot of spare time on your hands, and when your imagination is as wild as mine, that's the sort of thing I get up to. Crazy, I know. Now, if you've got any ideas for how to stop your sunglasses from steaming up or for looking absolutely spot on, leave them down there in the comments. I want to know. Now, remember as well to like and share this video with your friends. Give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to check out the GCN shop at shop.globalcyclingnetwork.com. Now, if you want to win a pair of Roka sunglasses, Ollie, he's just done an unboxing, so click just down here for that. Now, if you want to clean something else, how about this time your drivetrain, click just down here.